Today's a sad one. This is my very last gig. What's up, bros? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another gig log. Yes! The gig log that you guys are about to see is actually my very last wedding that I ever performed at before the quarantine.
Coronavirus! I'm telling you, shit is real!
And that brings up an important question. What was the last gig that you guys did before we went into quarantine and the shutdown happened? What was the last event that you actually performed at? Tell me about it. Was it a rager? Was it a mat party? And did you know going into your last event that that was going to be your last event? Honestly speaking, I had no idea that that was going to be my last event. I honestly had no idea the severity of the situation until the Thursday before the following Saturday. That's when shit hit the fan. And even when that happened, I thought this was just going to be maybe March. March is done. And then when April hit, I was like, okay, it'll be April. But now my optimism has slowly faded, and now I'm thinking, are we even going to be doing events in 2020 again? It's honestly not looking good. So I want to know your thoughts down in those comments below. Tell me about your last gig and tell me if you knew that it was actually going to be the last event that you would be performing at. But now back to the task at hand. The gig log that you guys are going to see is a multicultural wedding. We're talking American and we're talking Dominican. And it was actually a bit of an early Sunday wedding for me. Whenever I perform at early events, especially early events on Sundays, I do get a little bit worried going in because you just don't know how the crowd is going to respond. You don't know if they're going to be ready to have a rager midday on a Sunday. So when you're having an early party on a Sunday, it can be a little bit rough. However, as you guys will pleasantly see from this video, that is an issue that I did not face. But alright, without further ado, let's get to it. I'll be chiming in and out as we go through the video. Enjoy! Woo! To the Hamilton Manor. I'm here with Christian. Say what's up. And we're here doing a wedding, of course. I've been here before. I've done many weddings here, and it's a big ass hall. We don't have much stuff because they do have pre-installed lighting. They do have a lot of pre-installed stuff. So we're only doing sound for ceremony, cocktail, and reception. And you guys are gonna see because it's a big back to another venue, another beautiful venue here in Jersey. We are here at the Hamilton Manor in Hamilton, New Jersey. There's a big ballroom today, and I've done a couple of weddings here. My last wedding was crazy here. Turned into like one of those EDM festival type weddings, so it's freaking dope. But this is it right here. We're bringing in stuff now. Today we're taking care of all three: reception, ceremony, and cocktail. However, we don't have much equipment because, as you guys can see, this ballroom has pre-installed up lighting, intelligent lighting. So we're only doing speakers, but as you guys can see, it's a very nice room. This room also has built-in monogram, as you guys can see there. So they do everything here, which kind of sucks from a DJ's perspective. Quick little editor's note. I know I just mentioned that the venue had built-in lighting and that they were gonna have their lighting on. Unfortunately, this couple opted to not go with the venue's lighting or with my lighting for that matter. However, I will say this venue's lighting is very nice. I actually do like the lighting in this venue. If you guys have been following along with my vlogs lately, then you've seen that I've been doing this new live series type of videos where I just plainly go ahead and take a chunk out of a gig log and just insert the actual dancing portions with no edits in between. So I did a wedding here back in October or November of last year, and that couple did actually opt for the venue's lighting, and it was insane. It looked like a straight up nightclub. Go check it out. It is an awesome EDM mix that I performed at this venue for another couple, and the house lighting was on another level. It was insane. All right, back to our gig log at hand. Alright, so we just wrapped up setting up our setup. As you guys can see, it's a very minimal setup. Really all we're bringing is sound. It does get a little bit loud because the speakers are up so high over people's heads. They're up about, I don't know, what's that, like maybe 10-15 feet, so they're pretty high, so the sound does travel very far, and it does tend to bounce from over here. Because this is such a massive ballroom, as you guys can see, sometimes there's a bit of a disconnect between yourself and the crowd. However, if you have a packed dance floor, it's like you're DJing a freaking festival. Last time I was here, it was majestic. It was epic, to say the least. People from this door all the way almost to the DJ booth. It was an epic night. So I'm hoping to do a repeat on that. And as you guys know, from a DJ standpoint, big dance floors can sometimes be a little bit scary. They could be a little bit daunting, because if you don't have the amount of guests to match the size of dance floors, sometimes you are in for a long night, just because even if you have, let's say, 50 people, it looks like nobody is on the actual dance floor itself. So it is a little bit tricky when you're dealing with bigger dance floors. We should be all right. I think 150 guests should be enough people. Hopefully we can get all those 150 guests out here on the dance floor partying with us. Let me walk you guys through the setup and show you guys a little bit about the logistics of today, because it is a big ballroom. Some things did have to change. Let me know your opinion. This is our setup right here. As you guys can see, we got two tops right up there, 1, 2. Those are the 815 SRX speakers. However, because we are on top of stage there, the sub placement is a little bit awkward. As you guys can see, the sub is right here. It's not the optimal placement. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys would have done differently as far as placing the sub here. Maybe some of you guys are going to comment that, oh, I would have put a sub here and a sub there and then just put the speakers on out there. But we didn't really have that luxury today. As you guys know, I have the dual 18. And in situations like this one, you're kind of a little bit screwed. So we are going to angle it just a little bit so that it's shooting out here on the dance floor. It shouldn't be too much of an issue because it does have some room to travel. We're just going to have to set some delays on the speakers so that way everything syncs up nicely. This place not only does the up lighting, or down lighting, I should say, here and there. As you guys can see, they also provide them with a monogram. So that's their monogram right there. And then they also have intelligent lighting up there, and pretty much all around the room. I think there's a total of 6 intelligent lights. If we come around here through the back, I can show you the setup. Today is a little bit tricky. We're gonna have to be on our A game because if there's any hiccups during entrances, it's very hard to communicate that from all the way down there to all the way up here. So hand signals are key when you're dealing with these types of situations. One of the hand signals that I use is point at my mic. If I go up or down, that means turn me up or turn me down. The sound inside of here is going to be very different than the sound that's going out there to the crowd, because we are also in a bit of a dome. So the sound is going to be very loud in here, and that's not always going to translate to what the sound is going to be like on the dance floor. So again, very tricky situation, especially with our entrances today. We have all different songs for the bridal party, and it's not a small bridal party, it's a pretty big bridal party. So we definitely have our work cut out for us. Monitor in situations like this ones are also crucial. So there's a bunch of tips for you when you're dealing with big ballrooms like this one. Not that you guys care, but you guys have seen this a million times. We of course have my QLXD microphones right there. We got a Furman surge protector, power conditioner as well back there. We got CDJs, we got Serato on a MacBook, and we have the 2 XRX tops, which I already mentioned, dual 18 on the bottom. We have the awesome defenders here for cables. I did tape it down just to secure it a little bit, but they're not going nowhere. Today we are going to be using the Maxis because we're not doing any lighting, and the Maxis are the easiest ones to set up when we don't have any lighting. And today I'm using both the Maui and the Bose system. The Maui is going to be our ceremony speaker. I trust that one a little bit more for doing ceremony, especially today since it's a bigger crowd. We are using the Maui. The Bose S1 will remain our cocktail speaker, so no need to juggle speakers around today. This will be my view today. As you guys can see, everything is far away. So this is our ceremony barn area. I've been here twice before, but I've never done ceremony, so this is my first time being in this room for ceremony. All the rustic vibes are here. We got the barrels, yes, got the bricks. So All the rustic vibes are here. It does smell like propane and propane accessories though, because as you guys can see, they got heaters.
New Jersey. I declare you husband and wife.
So we just wrapped up another ceremony. Maui 5 Go crushed it. However, my issue with this thing is look at how hard it is to carry it. Before we used to have free handies and they would always fall. So I've scuffed it up a little bit. But it sounds good, man. But carrying like this is not fun. Definitely need bags.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the beautiful Manor for our celebration this evening. Tonight, of course, celebrating the marriage of Leo and Shannon. Let me hear you make some noise for your newlyweds tonight. Pero espérame, me dijeron que había latino aquí en la casa. ¿Dónde están los latinos esta noche que se escucha esa bulla latina? It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you tonight your brand new Mr. and Mrs. Rosario. Somebody make some noise out there. Everybody throw your hands up right now for the picture. Hands up.
Gold all in my chain, gold all in my ring.
Somebody make some noise out there!
No, I ain't done yet.
Me stepping on the globe and dance over the dome and like a lot of my wine up for me. Me say, I'm like Robin, ready on deck. I told her one ride out, and she said yes.
Here we go!
Give me the light and pass the job.
I need everybody to bring it in around our newlyweds. Let me get a big group hug around our newlyweds. Everybody bring it in, 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 bring it in. set you guys up. All right, guys, we're here with Shannon and Leo, brand new Mr. and Mrs. Rosario. How was it, guys? Did you guys have fun here?
The wedding was awesome.
Beyond amazing.
I mean, no words to describe it. Like, it's my family was a little concerned, like, yo, we're Dominican, we want to get hyped, and then we're overhyped. Like, this was like awesome.
DJ Barr is the best.
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much. Congratulations. Are we going on honeymoon or what?
Yeah.
We are? Where are we going?
Aruba.
Woo! Woo!
And there you have it, the very last gig before the quarantine. And this one was a particular one because whenever I do these Spanish American events, usually the Spanish crowd is always a little bit more lively than the American crowd. Maybe it was the time of day. Spanish people come alive in the middle of the night. Son unas gárgolas. Regardless, the party was dope. The dance floor was pretty much packed throughout the entire night, which was something that I was worried about going in because it was such an early event, and being that it was on a Sunday, it was an awesome wedding, and honestly a great way to go into the quarantine. I actually take that back. I don't think there is a proper way to go into the quarantine, but it was a very fun wedding. The couple was super nice, super awesome couple. And speaking of the couple, I actually came as a referral from another couple that I have done their wedding 2 years ago, and I also made a gig log on that one. So shout out to my OG viewers who saw that gig log. I will list it up there if you want to go check that gig log out. And shout out to both those couples, both super dope couples, and it was just awesome wedding all around. Thank you, bro, so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. Also, if you want to download the sound effects that I use in all my gig logs and all my music, my bangs, my booms, my sirens, my horns, you can download my DJ sound effects, and you can also view all the equipment that I use down in the description of this video. Support the channel by downloading the sound effects or buy yourself a piece of merch. Please like this video if you like this, subscribe if you're new around here, and if you really want to help me out, don't forget to turn on that bell so that you can be notified next time we do another gig log. Stay awesome, bros. Peace.